You're watching Pro.
Teaches. That gets to noobs. Wait, am I a noob?
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. To have with me, Jared.
Let's get Irredeemable.
Yep, it's been a while since we came back to this. So yeah, we're going to be doing more issues of Irredeemable. How many? However many we get through. Because that's the thing. There's no actual cutoff points for a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's just one continual ongoing story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, last time where we left off, we started getting at least a tease of what led to Plutonian losing himself. This flesh-eating virus that ended up taking a bunch of kids. All because he wanted just a few minutes of alone time. Just 10 minutes.
So he's kind of like, in terms of craziness, he's like Sentry, but he's also a lot like Homelander.
More than you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we found out that the brothers that have powers, turns out the one that died wasn't the one who actually kept the powers. It was the other brother.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we find out that one of his teammates has been having a bit of an affair with Plutonian. Why? Because Plutonian has this other woman he has dressed like her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we've left off so far.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and a whole bunch of destruction. Celia was helpless without me from the day we were born. All he could do was siphon energy off of me, and I let him. I always made us look like equals out of pity. We never told anybody. Quebec, Caden, nobody. But half my powers wasn't enough to save him when you brought Inferno's headquarters down around us. The second I woke up, I could tell he was gone. I could feel it. All that excess energy had nowhere to go. It was practically jumping out of my skin. You killed my brother. I knew right then that I could do the same to you. If I faked being powerless, I could blindside you. And all I'd have to do is pick my moment. Ah! That's what sucks about being nearly invulnerable, Tony. You never had to learn how to fight.
Ah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. I shared with my twin because I never needed all that power. Not with the Plutonian on our side, right? But you stopped being on our side the day you finally snapped and obliterated a city of 3.5 million people who loved you. What happened, Tony? What made you turn the city into a river of blood? Some 5-year-old flip you off? Where are your friends? Racing the clock. They're turning the Citadel inside out before Plutonian gets back. That's not what you should be dwelling on. You need to answer my question, Incanta. Why did the Plutonian dress you as my wife? Ask her. I'm asking you. Tell us anything you've seen or heard that might give us an edge against Plutonian. If I had an edge, bitch, would I be his prisoner? You're talking to me. As far as you're concerned, no one else is here. Tell me, did he call you out? Did he call out your name or hers? Do you satisfy his needs? Was he the best you ever had? Well, it's not here. You found nothing? Carrie died to buy us enough time to search for some way of following Modius. And I have looked everywhere, and I have failed him. And it's the Modius robot that led us here. Were they misprogrammed? Were they simply wrong? Impossible. They just knew something I didn't. But what? I overlooked nothing. What were they getting at? What is so obvious that I'm overlooking? It's her. It's her. What destroy? And why destroy a city, Tony? Why? Samsara. Samsara? You're psychic? You were scared, Sam. You said you'd seen something and what was it? What don't you remember? Oh God, look. That kid worshipped you and you carved up his brain! He was never supposed to know. Sam, you home? Got a surprise for you, buddy. Hey, buddy, the lost sapphire of Ishwar. It took some digging, literally, but I finally found it for you. Your research was dead on. There's definitely a link between your regenerative powers and the artifact. You ought to really be able to level up with it. Sam, I realize this is overdue, Sam. I've just had a lot on my mind this past week. Jackson Plague. God, what a nightmare. What's wrong, pal? You look like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. What can I do to help? Tell me they're wrong. The scientists at Sky City Research. called to talk to me. They said that, and all the Protonic Labs records are there. They said that they know everything about what really happened in Jackson. What? They showed me how they know the virus came from you. That you gave it over to somebody, but you never bothered to check to find out how dangerous it was. They came to me because they were afraid of you. They said you've known ever since it happened, but you won't admit it. Tell me it's not true. Sam, they don't know what is it? I never knew you could lie.
Well, Tim! Why did you tell him? He didn't have to know!
Why did you say that name?
No one trusted me like he did, and you took that away from me! I didn't mean for Jackson to happen. Is that how this works? I made one stupid mistake, and now I have nothing? Now no one will ever look up to me again! After all the good I have done! Stop it! Stop looking at me like I'm some bomb that could go off any time! Is that what you think I am? Is that what you want me to be? Is it? Fine.
Oh, jeez. So that's this is the break.
But like I told you before, we're gonna get to a while. He was doomed from the start. He never had a chance. I would say it goes right back to his origin. He was born broken.
Okay, that's interesting there.
But not in the way you'll think. Trust me, when we eventually get there, you'll be like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, there's basically, like I said, it goes all the way back to his origin, but there's every step along the way that could have made him a better person, but it just made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
And notice, we're going in multiple different points in history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh dear God, you know why I told you that? So you'd stop lecturing me about sucker punches. Whine some more. Your brother's dead now. You're all alone. It happens. Gary, you're alive. Better than that. I'm kicking this bastard's ass. Well, Tim, be ready. Be ready. He'll come back around. I doubt it. Not this time. He's off to lick his wounds. I thought you were a drunken loser. No, I'm the one who's going to lead this team to victory. Now that I'm calling the shots, Tony's on the run now. Let's just put it this way. We didn't get a good replacement.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. Carrie is just as bad. If not, I won't say worse. I will not say worse. But let's just say there's almost no difference. He'll be like let me put it this way. This is going to be a clear example. This is going to be the most edging out clear case of who is worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you think he went? He went back to Sam's, grave.
Mm-hmm.
So how was that, though? Just, again, each episode, man, give me this. This was just issue 8. Think about going over this in the long term. This is a 30-issue series, dude.
My gosh.
Yeah.
That's intense.
It's been wham after wham after wham, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious twins Cap prison riot refuse to answer questions and present this embassy security footage of the odd man who forced his way into the disassembled and disassembled the bomb with, as you can see here, a wave of his hand, identifying himself to the bomb squad as only Cubit. He then vanished as suddenly as he arrived. Remember, Cubit is definitely supposed to be Mark Waid's take on the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of Tenet here.
Yeah, I see.
Or Tenet and some of the older Doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Armed vigilante cheats chaos in Capital. Takes out assassins with unique firearms. Who is Betty Noir? Caden, Hornet, Metalman. These are just some of the names we've been hearing in the news these last few weeks. Costume mystery men and women showing up at moments of crises, demonstrating superhuman powers and abilities, and creating an understandable and growing sense of unease and paranoia because of their anonymity and their clandestine methods. This has quickly become a matter of national security. What do you know, Alana? Me? Nada. Look at that goofy grin. You've got some sort of inside intel. What's going to happen? Something amazing. In order to maintain the peace, we must expose those men and women for what they are. And to do that, I'm turning the podium over to my ally, and my friend, the Plutonian. Thank you, Mr. President, for this opportunity. I think it's best if this comes from you. Don't be nervous. Just tell them what you told me. Good afternoon. It's an honor to address you. As you know, I made my first appearance in public a little over a year ago today. I did so with the understanding that my presence might seem startling, even threatening to the world at large. But I was prepared to earn your trust, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me that privilege. Since then, I have done my level best in as open a manner as possible to help defend our world and its people from those unwilling or unable to value the sanctity of life. Now, in my wake, others like me have begun popping up. Some of them many of them secretive. And I can certainly understand why their shadowy presence would create anxiety in the 21st century world. So I've decided to make your fear a thing of the past. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, allow me to make a proper introduction to all of the Earth's superpowered protectors. On some of their faces, you've seen. Others are new to you. But we come here before you today in hopes that you will embrace each of them as you have welcomed me. No more operating in secret, no hiding. We are here only to help.
Wow, you've already filed the story, haven't you? Like you said, I had a little inside info.
We call ourselves the Paradigm, not because we see ourselves as above you in any way, but as a vow that we will always hold ourselves to the highest of moral standards. My most fervent hope is that over time, you could show them the same trust you have shown me. If so, I promise we will never betray that trust. We will not let you down. They have my word. You know, I've realized something else. It's kind of like it starts off very DC. And then it goes to Marvel-ish, and then by the Wildstorm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or Boys.
Yeah,
but it starts off. It's a transition.
And remember, this is only over. Remember this. He said he's only been around a year. And then what does it say next? So this is within his first year. Then what does it say then? 4 years later. Dude, he's barely been active.
Yeah.
Think about that. He's only been active for about 5, maybe close to 6 years.
So essentially, he's like new 52 Superman.
Basic, in many ways, yes. I'm talking about by the time he finally snapped.
That fast. Wow.
Well, again, like I said, it's all about his upbringing that we'll find out. Hey, you're back. What'd you bring me? And Kenta, she was being held hostage by Tony in his citadel. Why is she dressed like Betty? Rather a sore point right now. But she's what the mouse bots led us to. Somehow she's the key to finding Modius, the one man who we know can defeat Tony. Did you not just see me beat him within an inch of his life? Modius is no longer someone we need. That makes Encanta dead weight. Carrie, no, that's not your call to make. See what I mean? See what I mean? Look at that. He's already so quick. Like, we don't need her. You got me. So bye-bye. See what I mean? How he's already worse.
Yeah.
Simmer down, Carrie. I say she left. Ah! What have you become? Our best hope. But there's still too much at stake. Too much left to repair. And Kanta's a distraction who's more trouble than she's worth right now. Who's with me on this? Agreed. What does that mean? What do you propose we do with her, Tony? You'll do nothing. Come with me. What are you? Apparently I'm saving your life. For now. Cubit! Damn it! Somebody raise his comm unit! I'm trying. He won't acknowledge the signal. Where do you think he went? You know what? Doesn't matter. We have more important issues right now. Let's go. Go where? So in a way I can look at this. It's like what if one of the Wonder Twins became Homelander?
Okay, I see.
You know what I mean? Someone who was not that badly powerful, but now that he has the full power, is completely losing himself and letting it get to him. In other words, he was better because he shared it with his brother. But now that he has it all flowing through him, and he could toss Tony around.
So it's like absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yep, but the guy always had an ego. This guy, Carrie, always had an ego. As he said before, I've always been carrying my brother. And that's the last of the surveillance footage. What we do know is that based on what we saw here, the Plutonian apparently can be challenged. That's the good news. The bad news is that if we're counting on the Paradigm to do it, we no longer have the slightest idea what's going on with them or how answerable they're willing to be. So we're going to have to make them answerable. As America's acting commander-in-chief, I have no choice but to authorize Project Ultimatum.
the final word. The lottery system, gentlemen. I put an envelope before each of you. 4 blank, 1 blank, 1 loaded. Random chance. Open them. Now. No! Don't make me do this! Sorry, Jerry. You lost. No! Please! Please don't make me do this! You know what happens! Please! Please! Read it. Ooh, look at this! Look! He reads and then...
Oh, gee. Oh, okay.
And I begin to think you never call. No need for a debriefing, boys. I've been monitoring the Plutonian situation, and I'm here to help. Let's get to work.
Wow.
They summon a demon.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, where am I? Auxiliary lab, about half a mile under the Sphinx. If you're considering a retaliatory spell of some sort, consider that I have the only way in or out. If I were still capable of anything flashier than a card trick, I'd have taken you all down Plutonian Citadel. You know that? He took all my talismans and amulets but he didn't take your knowledge, did he? You know where Modius is. Why would you think that? Because he told me. Like hell, he told you, and he told you nothing. He couldn't have. You know, I realized something else, Modius. He's basically if you cross Lex with the Master from Doctor Who.
I've never seen Doctor Who.
Okay, the Master is the Doctor's rival, a fellow Time Lord.
So he's the General Zod of the Doctor Who.
More like, no, he is actually the Lex Luthor of Doctor Who.
Oh, okay, I see.
So yeah, he's more the Lex Luthor in that, but because remember, the Time Lords do not have super strength in it. They're all in their brains.
Mm-hmm.
So he has all of the knowledge and creativity of the Doctor, but he does it for evil. So here's basically what do you have? Lex Luthor, but he had the intelligent range of a Time Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know what an algorithm is? Of course you do. I created an algorithm inside of an artificial intelligence that reprogrammed itself to think just like Plutonian's greatest enemy. If anyone knows how to defeat Tony, it's Modius. He's been missing for years. So I created AI to think like him and show me where he'd gone. They'd led me to you. Give me the information. Or what? You'll kill me? Whatever it takes to get Tony back. You repugnant sow. Do you hear me? He's never coming back. Are you that stupid? Don't ever call me stupid. You can't save him. I can do anything. Just kill him, for God's sake. He's the greatest mass murderer in human history. He would pull your spine out of your body just for sport. He deserves to die. Get Gilgamesh to do it, or Betty, or Cyberdis. They'll sack up and do whatever needs doing, because everybody knows Cupid doesn't kill, which is why no one's afraid of you, little man. True. I won't kill you. In fact, I'll help you. See? It's me helping. It's torture. Not at all. This is a reward, not a punishment. In fact, I'm upgrading you. I'm replacing all the fragile nerves and sinews in your body with sturdy wires and cybernetics. The way I look at it, I'm doing you a favor. At first, you may not fully appreciate the transformation. After all, you're all about magic and Mother Gaia, natural ley lines, and all that crap. And I'm turning you into a mechanical being, so I can see your hesitancy. But stop, please stop. Tell me. All right. It was years ago. Modius met me in other space. He said he'd been experimenting with sorcery himself, and he found a doorway of some sort. But he needed my spells to open it. As he coached me, I found the right incantation to help him. I warned him that it seemed extreme. He just laughed. His body disintegrated as I watched, turning into a stream of electrical and bits. Packets of information, he called it. And he simply vanished into a hole in space. We both agreed it was better if I didn't know where it led. All he told me was that it was the door to the safest place on Earth. His exact words, which leads me nowhere. I would have thought that meant Tony's Citadel. I searched every inch of it. No, that's not it. But where? What does Modius consider the safest place on Earth? Now, notice this. Here's Modius with his eye. That'll be important going forward.
Okay.
Because, Sam, Tony, what happened? I've been asleep for so long, I remember you were mad at me. You were so angry. What did I do? Nothing. Sam, I am so sorry. Oh my God. I thought you were, for sure you were. Oh, Sam, it's so good to see you. You have no idea. You won't hurt me again? Never. You're my friend, Sam. You really okay? I'm great. Dude, look.
Okay.
The safest place.
Okay, that makes sense.
Plutonian's best friend.
Oh, jeez.
So basically, it's like Lex hiding inside Jimmy.
Oh God, this is gonna end well.
Oh, and I should point out one other thing about Mobius. There's a little bit of Joker, or rather, some versions of Joker, as in the version of Joker that may love Batman.
Oh.
Mobius, that's where, unlike Lex, it takes it to that twisted far where he actually loves Plutonian in a twisted, sick way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. What are we doing here? Are those reporters? I called them together, and we have some announcements to make. What is he talking about? I have no idea, Carrie. It's all good. Just back me up. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for meeting us here today. We are for an apology and a vindication of purpose. Excuse me, we recognize the others, but who are you? I'm the one who will save us all. Over these past few weeks, millions have been lost in the war against the Plutonian. Dozens of heroes have died as he picked off his former allies one by one. My brother Cilia was one of them. That changed me. Effective immediately, I will no longer be known as Irredeemable. Call me the Survivor. I will be your inspiration. You needn't be afraid of the Plutonian any longer. Earlier today, I went toe-to-toe with him on your behalf, and you ran away like a scared little boy. That's right. You're looking at the man who gave Plutonian a beatdown, but it's not enough to defend you two. Together with my team, I'm going on the offensive. We're going to grind Plutonian beneath our boot heel. You can count on that. Harry, that's enough. What's the matter? Did you people hear what I said? I came to you with the first good news the world has had in weeks, and this is how you react? Why aren't you thanking me? Why aren't you cheering? See what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
This is one of the big things I would say about it. It also shows the pressure and the ego of being in a Superman position.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at what happened with Plutonian, and now look happening with Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to them. They feel like they should be adorned, but they also then terrified of losing it.
Mm-hmm.
How very Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Because DC, even when there are times when people turn on the heroes, you know that eventually the majority will then be on their side again.
Mm-hmm.
They have rarely
like
ever
the X-Men.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, at DC, even at their worst, they're like Infinite Crisis or Absolute Power, they'll eventually turn back, and at least the majority of people will be on their side, not against them.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Marvel, it's the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have pockets of people who still appreciate you, but a vast majority will keep turning on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know why you insisted on coming back. There's nothing here. Say something, Gil. Was he better than me? I don't have to, and we don't. I don't want to have this conversation right now. Tony's still at large. There are important things too. There's nothing more important to me than you. I realize she's also a bit of Dinah. You realize, like, oh my God, this Black Canary was Hawkman.
Yeah. Yep.
Because she's a normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sort of. You'll see. Like, you've always been close to Tony. Always. And I used to pretend that there was nothing to it because he was so noble and you were so truthful. Except he's not noble. And you've kept secrets about him we didn't know. Not really, Gilli. He dressed his sex slaves up to look like you. I don't know why. Betty, I've walked this earth for 2,000 years. In that time, I've learned to recognize every lie there is to tell. The only ones I let go unchallenged are the ones I can't bear to face. There's no longer, and this is no longer one of those. Just admit this. I'm your husband! I have a right to... Betty? Come back here, Betty. You can't walk away from me. Endless beard. I don't feel safe here. You're totally safe with me. You know that, right? Look at Survivor's suit. How very Captain Nazi-like.
Yeah, I was about to say Nomad, but no, that is very Captain Nazi.
Let's see. It's the buttons.
It's the buttons and the logo. I'm like,
I think that's intentional. Mm-hmm. The coloring doesn't match, but if you know your character, you're in no danger. I sent Tony running. See this dent? I put it here with his head. Please don't. I wasn't trying to brag. I just wanted you not to worry. I know you miss him for whatever it's worth. You were the last thing we ever talked about. He would have wanted me to take care of you. And I will. I'll protect you, Caden. Always. No! Oh, God, no! Oh, look what he did! Look what he pulled! Really, dude?
Mm-hmm.
And that was your brother's crush or love. Of course, he probably thinks we're twins. Share. Caden, we're waiting, and they're waiting for us to bring back his body, Carrie. His body. It's still in a stasis tube. Do it your own damn self. I'm gone. Betty. I know, right? Long time no see. You look great, by the way. Settle down. You know how this works. I'm not gonna kill you. I prefer to use live bait. Get your filthy claws off of my wife! You might want to close your eyes for the next part. His screams will be unsettling enough without the visuals. I said get away! I thought we banished you years ago. How'd you get here? Answer me! I said answer me! I was invited. Seems your armies no longer trust anyone in the paradigm. They brought the best hunter they know in to take care of their problem children. To punish them. That's right. That's how desperate they are. They call me in. Take it as a compliment. I don't have any cash, but my friend is hungry. We'll take these. Tony, this isn't right. We have to pay the man something. Don't worry about it, Sam. He doesn't mind doing this for us. He knows who I am. Fortunately, the other one doesn't. Other who? Other employee. The one who just cocked the hammer of his .44. Didn't you hear it? I really hate that sound. Damn! Oh, the guy was just trying to defend his coworker.
Mm-hmm.
How come? Because of when I was 11. Did we never talk about this? Probably not. What happened? I got a new mom. She was great. Okay, I'll tell you this. And I remember how I said before that he started out broken. That all ties back to his first mom.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why this is. That's why I said a new mom. This is where we're gonna get the Kent XBs.
Mm-hmm.
This is just. Well, actually, no. This is not the Kent XBs. This is before the Kent XBs. So, but this is a different one. She was great to me. She showered me with love like nobody else. Probably because as soon as I found out my new dad was an abusive prick, she needed someone to love her. Then one day I showed her what I could do. Look, he saved her. The white beater. Look, it's the white beating. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But then one day I showed her what I could do. And it was the same old story. Except I decided to stand my ground for once and not let this one send me back to an orphanage. I'd make her love me again.
Oh, no.
I'd look after her. I'd be her guardian angel.
Oh, the red eyes.
But no matter how I behave, she just got more and more withdrawn, more depressed. Then one day, out of the blue, and who can name the 13 original counties? Anyone? I hear her crying. There's Delaware, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. It's too much. It's just too much. I haven't yet completely figured out my vision powers, but my ears could already pick up sounds from practically anywhere. And she was just weeping and talking to no one in earshot, like she was recording herself. North Carolina, the boy terrifies me, and I'm so very tired of being scared all the time. So whoever finds this, please forgive me. Click! The click was the Glock of a .44 hammer. It didn't take a millionth of a second to register that that's what it was. The school was 2 miles away. At the speed I can move, it may as well have been 2 inches. Except sound takes nearly 10 seconds to travel 2 miles. She was already dead. I never think about that! The amount of time it takes from get where it's spoken to get to where you're at. So it always make the sound.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, she was already dead. Now again, this is just one of his childhood upbringing horror stories.
Mm-hmm.
They get worse. But you see what I mean? Look at this. What did he do to this woman?
Mm-hmm.
All because he didn't want to go back to the orphanage.
It's a lot like Brightburn.
So, to a point.
Mhm.
I'm not sure where to go now. Evidently, the paradigm has been at the Citadel. They know how to find it. And I'd rather keep a low profile until I can come up with some sort of plan for dealing with them now that Carrie's leveled up. I have a thought. Do you trust me? Only on you. But Sam, there are things that have happened that you've missed. I'm not ready to explain. Then let's table that. I know you're not yourself, and it's obvious the world's a mess. But I'm your friend, Tony. Always. And I can tell you how to make everything right again. Gil, stay down! Okay, I said that I prefer to use live bait. Doesn't mean I have to. Like the scarf, it's not bad as trophies go. Unfortunately, all you have to offer is that tattered rag of a shirt. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Exactly.
Ouch.
These will do nicely. Now, the sad truth of the matter, Gil, is that I only need one hostage to lure the rest of you in. If you were conscious, I wonder who you'd want it to be. Please don't kill him. Let him live, and I'll tell you. Tell me what? About your tryst? And tryst? Come on, I was eavesdropping for a while. I already heard your little secret. About the affair? Fine. Gil's right. I slept with Tony. But that's not my secret. Ooh!
What could be her secret?
This is gonna be good. Do you have popcorn on your planet? I should make some popcorn. Talk. How do I know you're not lying to me, Orion? Okay, I like this guy.
Yeah, me too.
I love villains with a sense of humor and modernity. Don't get me wrong. I like the proper ones like Darkseid. I just like something like these mischief. Like, do you have popcorn on your planet? Like,
I love that.
Because
He's
I know
kind of like Dominator from Spawn.
Yeah, because I know how to kill you and how to maim your mate is unconscious, not dead. That's my part of the bargain. Yours is to educate and entertain me. Educate me. I admit, I'm piqued, Betty. Tell me your big secret. I love Gil. I know you couldn't care less, but I need that to be crystal clear. Whatever. Continue. Loving him was easy from the start. He's a bear of a man, a born warrior, but there's not a cruel bone in his body. He has a heart as big as the world, and he gave it to me without reservation. Towards me, he's always sweet and romantic. He's always gentle. He always makes me feel safe. And that was the problem. Gil's is all surface. There's no mystery to him. This is how your culture celebrates this occasion, right? I've asked Caden for advice. You did well, you give. And suppose if you're as old as he is, you've outgrown any need for games or subterfuge. He's comfortable with himself and comfortable with the rest of us. And I've begun to think that comfort was overrated. Oh, look at that! She's seeing Toadie, and that look is like, give me that!
Yeah, okay.
I love that little subtlety, but you can tell that's a look of lust. That little bite of the lip.
Yeah.
Plutonian, on the other hand, Tony, every instinct I had told me there was something smoldering behind all that Boy Scout charisma. I tried like hell not to be curious about it, but Gil and I, well, we weren't married yet or anything much. We were still free to imagine. Betty! And what did he hit me with? A Volkswagen? You won't do that again. I kind of figured by the way you went off on him, I've never seen you so worked up around me. It was a perfectly measured response to the threat at hand. So you're saying nothing about me and works you up? It's not that Relax, Tony. I'm just playing with you. Or to put it another way, how do you flirt with someone who has X-ray vision? But you're interesting when you break character. You give me too much credit. I'm not an actor, Betty. This is me, through and oh. And careful. You okay? No sign of any concussion? I'm all right. Just and it feels like Black Canary mixed with Selena.
Yeah, there you go.
Just embarrassed and wiped. Is there someplace we can go to chill? Someplace quieter than Paradigm headquarters and whatever lab equipment Qubit might be exploding? My place is pretty quiet. You have a place? I built it myself. You want to see? Yes, please. All right. Keep this around you so I can fly at a good speed. Air friction on bearskin could be dangerous. Well, we wouldn't want to do anything dangerous now, would we? Oh my God, Tony, it's huge. Where is this? Part of a volcano. Gives me privacy. Let me show you around. And he did. And the only thought I had the whole time was that I was alone with him. not on a mission alone, secluded. That is mercy. You can be yourself with me, Tony. I don't know what you... You wanted me to do that, Gil. Shh. You don't have to protect anybody. Not here. Not now. And you don't have to hold back. I'm not constantly. And I've seen you in those moments. You think I don't notice? When you look like you want to burst out of your skin, when you have feelings building inside that would set the world on fire if you let them loose, I notice because those are the times you look at me and you beg me to tell you, oh, I love you anyway. I'll hurt you. I can't. I'll tear you apart. I'll take that chance. Maybe you won't have to. What is that? His kryptonite!
Okay.
The only thing in the universe like it in the universe, as far as I'm aware. The n00bs made it. They swore it would make me mortal for as long as it burned. They were going to use it to attack Sky City. Does it work? I never gave him a chance to light it. I don't know. Was never tempted to find out. That night, I could kiss him without bruising, run my hands through his hair without cutting my skin. It was more than I ever could have fantasized. Tony was like a wild animal. He was unchanged for probably the first time in his life. When I finally persuaded him to let me look deep in his eyes, oh, it scared her. Wait, that's it? That's your soul-billing tale of hidden woe? That's your secret? Big deal. For the last time, creep, that's not my secret. Then wait. Oh, you are either very sentimental or very, very good. You did, didn't you, you crazy bitch? You stole a piece of the candle wax. Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Tony, Plutonian, it's the one and only weakness he had, and I'll trade it for Gil's life. She took a piece of its kryptonite.
Okay.
That was the blue bullet we saw earlier.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's the secret I've been hiding. No, it's not. I'm telling the truth. Oh, I believe you. But no, we both know it's not. Got your alert, Carrie. What's up? You have to break up a fight between Betty and Gil. Holy crap! What the hell happened here? Did Tony? Tony wouldn't have left vehicle tracks. Someone or something else did this. Where's Cubit? Right here. I had company. Remember? In Kanta. You get anything out of her? Nothing useful, but I'm working on it. In the meantime, I've left her prisoner in my lab. No exit, nothing she can use. She's going nowhere. Oh, what the hey?
Oh, God. Oh.
Modius.
The Matrix.
Fine. Give me some intel on what went through here. This size and footprint, military transport aircraft would be my guess. Strike that. Perfect guess. According to my air traffic records, one came through here not a half hour ago. Destination? Camp Benefield, 52 kilometers due west. I know where it is. Hey, little warning. Learn to keep up. Cheerio. Shh. Now here's another one of his families. Right. But notice they're keeping everything quiet, even having to like, how about the good place tonight? Oh, Anita, Lauren, how have you been? Samsara, these are the Daniels. They and Joey were my first foster family. Their parents adopted me when I was 5.5 and gave me back right after I turned 7. Say hi. Hi. Please sit. I know you can hear me. There's no need to be rude to my friend Sam. Say something. How? They haven't spoke in years. How did you find us? Sam suggested I look you up. Sam, the Daniels haven't spoken one word aloud since the day I left. Since he was 7. Now see about it. They haven't spoken in over a decade and a half.
Wow.
And they were afraid I'd hear them, even after I grew up, even after I became a superhero beloved and the world over, who had sacrificed everything to protect the human race 1,000 times. They stayed afraid of me. I'd love to hear why that is. Wouldn't you, Sam? Tony says he remembers your parents referring to Joey as their little miracle, that he came along unexpected after they adopted Tony. Was that why they returned Tony to the orphanage? I think someone with Tony's power, even at that age, would be helpful with a special needs child. Joey wasn't. Lauren, hush. He wasn't born this way. When they brought Joey home from the hospital, our brother begged to hold him. He begged and begged and begged, and he swore he'd be careful. But he squeezed the baby too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Tony made Joey this way.
Oh, God.
Pass the bread, please. Sam, would you like some? Oh, but see, look how just disconnected he is.
Yeah, psychopath.
Yep. Oh, holy hell. I see Betty and Gil. Who's with them? Will one of you say something? Orion. His name is Orion. He's a demon, a hunter from another dimension. You weren't around when he came to Earth before we were. He nearly killed us all. How did you beat him? He didn't. Tony did. I'm not worried. Well, great. See? I told you they'd follow. This is going to be positively delightful. All your friends gather around to hear the news. Don't! I'm begging you, please! Too late. This is just too sweet not to share. Believe me, if you don't tell them the truth about little Betty Noir, I will. And I will kill them. Oh, wow. This is really not going to go well for you. And Gil, Betty, what happened? Where does Orion want? Betty, are you with us? Say something. Terrific. She's in shock. And Gil is bleeding out. I can put pressure on the room, but that won't fix it. Go get involved. Go! And is that all you've got? Like, I haven't even really started. I was talking to my teammate. Oh, tagging in. Like, what? No, you don't know what you're dealing with. I'll carry my weight. Cubit needs you. Once there was a wounded Ronin who was reborn as the Yore and Aviar, hunter of those who had strayed from the shores of the afterlife. What did you do with my brother, Hunter? His body is missing. Did you steal him too? Body? He's dead? I was wondering why you were flying solo. What happened? You lose a fight with, what do you call them? Girl Scouts? Shut up! Do you think I'm scared of you? Plutonian murdered my brother, and now he's scared of me. What are you going to hit me with? You don't even have a weapon. Actually, I think I do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, oh man, Gil, if you can hear me, I need you to go to your happy place so I can seal this. Clear! Like, ah! Hey, come on. There's got to be something useful here. Ah, perfect. Ah! Nice. How many rounds did that thing have? 1. How come you never, ever give good news? Ah! I think you're seriously misdirecting your anger, Carrie. Sure, be pissed that I lured you here with the blood of one of your own. That I get. But I think and the one you'd be mad at is Betty. See, there's something she's not been telling you. Betty Noir killed your brother. Betty Noir killed the world. I was just trying to protect. Betty, what is it? Is he going on about? I'll tell you. I heard every word, Betty. All of it. I was too blind, but the enemy put the pieces together. She cheated on this one with Plutonian back before he went mad, and only by doing so did she find his weakness. She knows that what will kill Plutonian. Is that true? You actually slept with... Good God, Betty, what the hell? Didn't you? Why the hell did you say something to us? Tony's been hunting us down like dogs. He's been killing us. If you know some way to stop him, why would you keep that a secret? So your husband doesn't get his feelings hurt? No, my God, I'm not that sick. Is that what you think of me? That this is all about protecting Gil's feelings or a marriage? Listen to yourselves. That first day when Tony snapped, that was when I hesitated. I was ashamed of cheating and scared to confess. God, I should have. In that one moment when we were first realized what Tony had become, I could have told you all, but I was afraid, and I didn't. Because I did it, this is all my fault. All those and all of this, billions of people are dead, not because of Tony. They're dead because I did say something when I could have, and I didn't want you to ever find that out. I didn't want you to know who the villain was. And see, slow clap. See,
I love that. I love the demon guy. That's so good.
See, slow clap. See, this is what I wanted you all to hear. Yes, I could have punched you in the head all day, but I realized this would be much more damaging, entertaining, whatever. And the confession is even the best part. What makes this a true red letter day is what's standing right behind you. By the authority vested in me by what's left of the U.S. military, you're all under arrest. And do you know what an average day was for me? Can you even imagine? Are you somehow under the impression that I didn't devote enough of my life to you people? Because that's the part that I can't process. How can you be so unforgiving of someone who's done so much? Neither of you is the victim here. Cheerio, Joey or Joey. Joey has led a life where he is cared for every second of every day, and he knows people love him unconditionally. And he didn't even have to do anything for that to happen. Did Joey save Lauren's life when he was 9? Did Joey teach Billy Adams not to pick on you? Joey's the lucky one. I'm the one you threw away. I've never did anything on purpose to hurt anyone, ever. I held myself tighter than piano wire just so you would you would want me around. And still, you acted every day like you were walking on eggshells, both of you. And as hard as I tried, there was nothing I could do to make you relax. You were scared then, and you're scared now. But have I been anything but gentle and polite since I walked through that door? Please don't hurt. Why are you so afraid? Why? For God's sake, stop treating me like I'm a time bomb! All I want to know is why you loved him and not me! Answer me! Cheerio. Sam, meet me outside. Tony, I said meet me outside! Whoosh! I'm sorry. This was a bad idea. Don't apologize. It all worked out. I made my point. Cheerio.
Oh.
Cheerio. Cheerio. Surrender like hell. This whole thing's a trap. You think? What? Paralystic aerosol. Move back. You have sincerely leveled up since we last went hand to hand. I'll be honest. They may actually have a tough time keeping you in custody. So why don't you come home with me? What? No! Get to the chopper. Maybe I can rig something. Freeze! Are you joking? We're not the bad guys here. Hold him. I said hold him. That man's wounded. Don't hurt him. Betty, get in there and help him. Betty, where are you? This can't be happening. Let us go. We're your only safety. Don't do this. Plutonian's not dead. He's just in retreat. He'll be back. We're all that can save you. We're your only... Oh. And again, see what it is with him. With Plutonian. He's been nothing but in his eyes but kind, but people see him as a monster for good reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet he feels like, I do all this good. Why are you so holding this against me?
Mm-hmm.
Because you made their miracle child a special needs kid because you held him just a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Anyone would be afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
But see what I mean? Just how much, again, it is still not the worst of it.
Oh my, what? It gets worse?
Like, dude, like I said, his beginning, he was born broken. And that's going to be but even then, when we see the Kent X-Beats, oh boy. They're in custody now. Unemployment hits 27.8.
Mm-hmm.
Dad? Betty. Oh my God, I don't know what I thought. You're alive. I've been looking for you all night. I went by the house, but it isn't. Dad, what happened to it? Why are you out here? There were food riots. Things got out of hand. Someone set fire to the whole block. I was lucky to get out alive. I haven't seen you in weeks. You okay? We don't get much news, but they said you were arrested. Was that a mistake, or? A lot of us were grabbed by the army. They've cracked down on everyone with powers now. I got away. But you're not the bad guys. You're superheroes. Betty, honey, I'm not a superhero, Dad. That's what I came to tell you. I'm a murderer. Betty, what have you done? It started, well, not with Sky City. That wasn't my fault. But the rest. Do you remember where you were the day Sky City went? I'll tell you what I was doing. Had a good time, bud. No, I'm almost serious. What does Gil have that I don't have? Wings. I don't know. Don't distract me. Like that's even possible. It's because I'm black, isn't it? Bystanders, lasers, danger. I'm sorry. That's funny. The banter. Mm-hmm. I can light up Vegas for a week with a sneeze, but you're going with Pigeon Man. Is that how it is? What can he do that I can't? Can you hammer a railroad spike through a 2x4 with your... Whoa! Too much! Don't want to know! Never mind, earmuffs! Cubic, this is Betty. Ben Bolt and I have artillery in custody. No casualties. Cubic, I know. You wish it could have been Plutonian who caught you, because that would have upped your street cred. I've heard it. Shave it. So sorry, but guys like you are busy work for a guy like him. Hence us. No response. Weird. You don't suppose he went on a mission, do you? I think maybe. Oh, dear God. That's Tony City. Betty, do you read? Cupid, we just saw. We'll meet you there. Not Sky City. Headquarters. Now. But now, Betty. What kept you? You were 40 seconds. 40 seconds. We had to throw artillery to the cops. What happened to Sky? Not sure right now. I'm just trying to filter out the noise, but something big is on. Metal Man just went code black. On Volt, take a headset. And there you are. I was worried. I'm fine. What do you mean code black? I thought he was in subspace repelling the Vorgans. That was last week. So what hellhole was he in this time? Pencrest Elementary School. Where's that? Just outside Sky. After the Vorga invasion, Metal Man wanted some downtime, so he thought he'd spend a month or two talking to kids. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. The usual Citadel went with. It was 9 minutes ago, Sky City was all but vaporized by an unknown force. When 6 minutes ago, before we could even mobilize, Metal Man sent a code black message across all emergency channels. It was only 4 words long. He took my legs. We're going out as a team as soon as we get a full sit rep. Carrie, track down whoever is off the grid. Agent 9 to Plutonian, Hornet, everyone. Tony's missing. Half the paradigm hasn't checked in. Cubit, I'm getting a distress sigh from Citadel now. Our signal's weak, but I can bridge the channel. Patch me through. Psychic link routed. Go ahead, Cubit. Citadel, what's your status? Citadel, are you there? I'm with Gazer. Your comm isn't working. Open your eyes. Open them so we can see what's happening. Cubit, oh God, please. I don't want to die here. Who did this to you? Oh, you have to turn around so I can see. Cubit, don't let me die. What is it? What's happening? Not sure. Everyone in here? Gazer, put Citadel's last neural imprint on screen for analysis. What was he looking at? Oh!
Oh, Jesus.
That can't be Plutonian. Carrie, give me intel on all known shapeshifters, mind controllers, and magic agents at large. It's Modius. He's hypnotized Tony or are posing as him or something. What do we... listen to me. We hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Honey, you're closer to Tony. If this is him, do you know anything that could stop him? Anything at all? Yes, I could have said an alien candle made him powerless, and I stole his last piece of wax and hid it away. Stole it from where, Betty? How do you know this? From his bedroom, the night we slept together. No, we were all in shock. I didn't have the presence of mind to make up an excuse on the spot. I just stood there and heard myself lie to my husband I love more than anything. I told myself it was all right not to tear his heart out because that couldn't possibly be Tony. Not really. We all wanted that to be true. That's what gave us the courage to storm the gates of hell. Oh, dear God! The school's on fire!
Mm-hmm.
Doors and windows have been welded shut. Volt, this way. Gil, Buster upstairs. Back away from the windows, please. It's no use. They just want out. Try the roof. Sprinkler system's been disabled. Caden, give me something in there that can sever the water line. Gazer, forcing its way into my head. You never synced. You never synced me, Gazer. You're for letting you into the paradigm, even though I make you pathetically redundant. We both know, and we can both extend our sight and hearing, but you can't taste the molecules of cortisol released by the amygdala in the moment of panic. You can't smell the electrical perfume of adrenal glands firing. You sug. I was never able to play with other kids when I was a boy for fear I'd break them. I could even tell them why. I just had to put my head down and pretend and get tormented and bullied. Every day, kids just like these called me every cruel and sick name you can imagine. Being around them was torture. I'd have given anything to be able to play their stupid games. Basketball, football, dodgeball, pop, and Cody, stop! He cut through all of us like a razor through skin. And whatever prayer we had that this wasn't really Tony, that look on his face, the look that only I had ever seen, that was God laughing at us. Tony, don't! Pull yourself back! Don't do this! The candle, don't make me use the... He's gone! By N00bs beard, he's gone! No. Shh, I got you. You were screaming, Betty. Tell me about a candle. What were you? No! Oh, Betty, we got all the children out. They're safe now. They're... Oh! He pulled an Anakin.
Oh.
But we already saw him do that in the first issue, but this...
Yeah.
I didn't see... Betty, please don't take this on. No one could have prevented this. How many since, Betty? Cities? Entire countries? I've lost... How many? Your Aunt Ida was in Singapore when Plutonian came through. Michelle and the twins died when he hit Falstaff. They were trampled by a panicked mob. Your Uncle Roger blew his brains out rather than live in this world. Shall I go on? Because their pictures are all I have now. Of them. Of anything. Forgive me. Not right now. I protected you. I stayed away. I had to so he wouldn't follow me and try to hurt you. Is that why? Daddy, please. Say something, please. Give me something. Want me to tell you it was okay to be afraid? I can't. But look around, Betty. At least there's nothing left to be afraid of. Millions are dead. Your husband and your teammates are in prison. World's on the brink. So I'll ask you this. What are you going to do about it? Oh, Modius took the brother's body.
Oh.
Oh. Jackie will get the money. I'm telling you, I'll get the money. You and your friends put it up and put up your noses, Malcolm. No, Jackie lost his patience. Listen, I got a brother in Richmond. He's good for it. Malcolm, you got to read the news. Plutonian and went on a tear last week. There ain't no more Richmond. You out of options. What's down your forehead? What is it? Shut up. I'm trying to. I don't know. It's a word. Words. What does it say? It hurts to read it. Oh!
Oh, gee. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's how they transport it. Welcome home. How did we get here? I should have warned you. Only one way to get from my dimension to yours. Some poor human sacrifices have to read the alien words. What? People died? Oh, boo-hoo. I knew you'd all be prissy about it if I went random, so I picked a hitman and a pedophile sex offender. They came to noble ends for a greater good, yeah? Don't ever do anything like that around me again! Catchy! Don't you people have a saying? Desperate times call for desperate measures? We made a strict bargain, Orion. Do not deviate. You helped me make Plutonian pay for killing my brother. I let you live. We both win. You said you know a way to do this. But you'll need a hunter to locate the special piece. That's my job. Who are we looking for? Not what, not who. What? Yes, sir, General Enrelork. The prisoners are fully contained. No, sir, there have been no sign of survivor or Betty Noir. If they come for their friends, we're ready. We'll see you in the morning to begin interrogation, sir. Over and out. Sucks. We're fighting back, man. Protecting America. From what? The paradigm's why I enlisted. I wanted to be a hero. Same as them. Caden saved my mom one time from a terrorist. Saying she was great. She doesn't deserve to be here. None of them do. Absolute power, man. You let them run free, they'll walk the same road as Plutonian eventually. That's crap. They're probably the only ones who can save us from Plutonian. So why take them out of the game? Bolt, can you hear me? Bolt, are you there? I knew this was a nightmare. Now the light bulb is talking to me. Why can't I wake up? You're not dreaming. It's me, Cubit. You lost weight. I'm transmitting my voice through the wiring. It's exhausting, and it's about the only trick available to me. They're deliberately giving me nothing to work with in here. I assume they've tailored your cell too? Oh yeah. Doors and walls covered in steel wool, one stray spark, and whoomph, it burns like tinder. What about Kaden? Either she can't hear me or she's unable to respond. It's logical they keep her voiceless to curtail powers. Gil's silent is more troubling. Dude is probably moping in his cell. What the hell, man? The guy's thousands of years old. You think he'd been dumped before. Can you hear me, wingman? I'm sorry your wife stomped your heart, but stop being a high school princess and cowboy up. Gil, are you there? Would you like to share my rat? It's a meager meal, to be sure, but I'm not sure of your needs or hunger, stranger. How surprisingly mighty your captors must be to have chained a beast of myth. I am no myth, stranger. My name is Gilgamesh, and I am no stranger. I am Alexander, son of King Philip, student of Aristotle, regent of Macedon.
Oh, the Alexander.
Yep, And what is a regent doing in a Sarsian dungeon? My father sent me here to quell the revolt. I, along with all my men, have been captured and imprisoned. And you? I fight alone, the last of my kind. I have been here for weeks. Please, I mustn't sit there you share. You must save your strength for our escape. Escape? If fighting our way out was possible, dear boy, don't you think I would have already done so? In other words, he's smart to know when he can't do it. Our captors believe that we are helpless now that we are in chains. They are drunk on wine and hubris. They do not realize that they have given us all that we need for victory. They have left us nothing but rats in our own filth. No, Gilgamesh, they have left us our wits, and that is enough. Be silent in there. You won't make a fine ransom if you're dead, Mackie Dion. The guard is seizing that he must watch over us while his fellows celebrate my defeat. His attention is being pulled in two directions. This allows us opportunity we must not squander. And what am I to do? Chained to this wall with nothing but a half-eaten rat. Aristotle taught me that anger and panic cloud the warrior mind, while a calm head allows for resourcefulness. Crink! And thank you, Alexander. How may I return the favor? By battling alongside me. You are not a part of my plan, and we can use another strong arm nonetheless. Plan? I allowed us to be captured, as did the Greeks. We wait until our enemies are exhausted from their celebration, then strike. The Greeks went to the trouble of constructing a wooden horse. I simply used our captors' own dungeons. Always remember, friend Gilgamesh, with patience and cunning, a man may conquer all the known world.
I like that. That's cool.
Yep. Sorry to wake you from your beauty sleep, genius. But you got anything? I thought I heard some racket in the hall. I heard it too, and I've been awake all night, thinking. I have no resources. A poor worker blames his tools. Isn't that what you always said? Betty? Well, look, you came calling back, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Where are the guards? I had the same question. Everyone I found on my way in had been beaten unconscious. Then I found Gil's empty cell, and it all became clear. He picked the lock. Those bones? Where did he find bones to pick He ripped off his other wing!
Oh, jeez.
That's why he was biting himself. He was biting that metal. He left here without even bothering to spring his teammates. Then there's only one thing on his mind, and I guess where he's gone. Let's turn up your clothes and teleportals and go find him before it's too late. Where are we? Mine and Gil's. You can guess which one of us chose the architecture. This way. Get ready to fight if it comes to that. Get ready? You're lucky I haven't laid you out yet, bitch. You think I've forgotten what you held out on us all this time? Not now. I'm sure she feels guilty enough. You still got two arms? Then shut up! He tore the house apart looking for it. Of course he did. Who did? Gil. Betty, no more secrets. What is going on? There was a candle, some weird hybrid of sorcery and science that made Tony powerless when it burned. That night, the night I was with Tony, I stole the last bit of the candle wax and hid it away. Gil heard me tell Orion about it. He knows I kept it. But what he doesn't need to know is that I made it into a bullet. Gil, listen to me. You're not thinking straight. I know what you want. You want revenge on Tony, but you're in no condition to face him down. Not even with that. None of us is. Oh, I'm well aware of that. That's why I'm not going it alone. Oh, he teamed up with them.
Oh, boy.
Come with us, Betty. You're the marksman. You're the one with the gun. You want forgiveness? You want redemption for helping set the world on fire? Then take the shot. Betty, no. That's Orion. We never trust Orion. Carrie, Gil, stop. He's every bit as bad as Tony. He's got something up his sleeve. I know he does. Don't do this. He'll kill you all. Ooh, humans. All right, I should be able to track plutonium if you get me oriented. Don't bother. He'll find us. Wow, you have gotten better. Everyone stand ready. Good place for a fight. Grand Canyon minimizes the chance of collateral damage. This is it. Tony's not leaving here alive. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh my God, Sam, is that really you? In the flesh. Nice plan. You really think you could sneak around behind someone who can see and hear everything on the planet? He's coming for you, and he's not happy.
Oh, jeez. This is intense, man.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
I told you he was mad. Relax. I've got it. Funny I never thought to ask. Your aim, your magic bullets, is that you or the gun? Because if it's just the gun, it's not. That's all you need to know. One candle wax bullet, jacket was titanium for true flight. So unless you can hit a target that can move faster than thought, I suggest you concentrate on maximizing my shot. And you were dead and buried. I'm better now. I doubt that. Oh, and Arizona, oh, they're feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
No, look at that. It's shaking even 200 miles away.
Oh, that's so cool. It's kind of like Rule Breaker Hulk taking a step.
Yep. No, those idiots. That's a word and you throw around an awful lot. Did you realize that? If the lollipop fits, they've driven through a major fault line. They've triggered a 9.8 earthquake, and it's growing. Like you were in the grave, Sam. I resurrect. That's my power, remember? No, something's not. Priorities, people. Get ready. Set. And Mr. Cubic, thank the God you're here. Help me. Sam, what the hell? No way. You have to help me. I can talk Tony down, but he can't hear me. Make him listen. He's a little beyond that right now, Sam. But we do know how to, we do have to subdue him. Caden, start conjuring. No, we have to let Betty do her thing. We don't have to. Dear God, why am I the only one here who'd rather be dealing with a man we could still reach rather than an alien marauder who's obviously playing us so he can take out all opposition? We can handle Orion. Without Tony, chance of Bolt subduing Cubit, 78%. And I brought something that can calm Tony down. Let me show you. Look, get with him. Keep him close and safe. He may be our only chance. You want me to babysit? I want you to save a child. Can you do that? Gil, honey, are you? Take your damn shot. And you, Tony won't be held for long. And you to the contrary are your darkest, most powerful story. And give it free reign. Round 2. No, not yet. What now, Cubit? How many more people I have to die before I put a stop to this? None. Millions if you don't act. You've redlined the Richter scale, Carrie. What? Tectonic shifts about 2 miles down. You and Tony broke through a plate boundary and set off a seismic event. If you don't weld the fault back together again this second, it'll swallow entire cities. Is it a trick? You say anything. Carrie, it's true. Do it or you're as guilty as Tony. Only if you promise me. Tell me you won't get in Betty's way. Swear to me. Carrie, I swear to me. Let her fire or Orion can
swear to me.
can have you right now for all I care. I swear. Orion, jump back into the fight. Now! You have an invasion force right behind you, don't you? Oh, Cubit, you know me too well. Don't tell Carrie. It'll spoil the surprise. See you soon. What the hell are we looking for, kid? It's right this way. Hurry! I don't see anything. You never could. You never could, you idiot. All right, that's the second time in 10 minutes I've heard that word, and I'm sick of, oh God, Modius? Mm-hmm. I have plans for Plutonian, and Claude Pate, but they've required he and I to both live through all this nonsense you put into motion. You, on the other hand, you're expendable. And Caden, keep it fighting up there. And Betty, frame your target. It's time. You want her to? I can't stop her, all right? Just do it already. He's right. He's right. And Caden, besides, so many people are dead because of me. What's one more? What's the colloquial phrase, Tony? Better the devil you know. Too bad for your planet. They all forgot that one. He didn't here's the thing. He didn't stop Betty from shooting it. He made a portal that went right to him and then right into the guy's head.
Mm-hmm.
So he took him out.
Oh wow.
Look at that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Tony, we're in trouble. Cubit, what have you done? Sam, he tried to kill me, Tony. He tried, and when we fell, and shh, it's okay, pal. I'm here. Don't be scared. It's okay. No, we have to leave here. I may be hurt. Please, Tony, trust me. We have to get away from him now. Volt's not answering his signal, but it's coming from this direction. Volt, can you hear me? Volt? Volt! I don't understand. How? Sam. He was with Sam. What is it? How could you have stolen that from me? Let her run. She's finally free. She no longer has to carry the guilt of 6 million dead. You do. We had one chance of redemption, you son of a bitch, and now it's gone. Forever. You have anything to say for yourself? No, not really. He has the bullet!
Mm-hmm.
He kept the bullet!
There you go.
So, that a good place to pause?
I think so. It's pretty good. I like this.
What?
This is one of those series where just when you think it can't get any worse. By worse, I mean like I don't mean like bad. You know what I mean by that. It's like, to your point, you're like, oh, just wait.
Trust me, dude. We still got at least two more origin backstories that will add more context.
Oh my jeez.
Yep. But yeah, that is just. So what did you think about this batch?
Oh my! It's just seeing all of the levels of that. This, to your point, it's like seeing how deep the whole "this dude was always a douche" goes. It's incredible.
And you see, it wasn't just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, the lowest XP, like one of his two foster families.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But to think about everything about him, this is a guy who demands to be recognized, but also does not want any punishment to come with what he has.
Yeah, and again, I like that idea of like that he he thinks he's doing good and people just hate him, but it's like, no, it's just you're being a dick.
And they also think like, oh, but all my good should make up for the wrongs I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I've done all this good and I make one mistake. A mistake that kill a bunch of people, including children. And they think, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. This is what I feel why Mark Waid, this is why I still say this is one of the best, if not the best, evil Superman. Because it's not that black and white. And Waid knew that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And to that point, and that's one of the things that I like about Waid. Because this is how you can definitely tell he knows Superman. Because if you can write evil Superman this well, it proves that you have to know the original that this is based on. And
also shows that it completely proves Injustice is full of shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's in any story that indirectly craps on Injustice, I'm happy with.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously this was before Injustice, but still, because Injustice had to be. Oh, he killed Lois. Oh, that's what made him snap. Okay, it was a bit more than that, but people have simplified it so much. But here it showed it was a multi-layer thing, and it basically made it clear this guy was always going to snap.
It's kind of like in The Boys when Homelander eventually gets to that point in the show where he goes, there's nothing you can do to me. Go ahead and do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say Homeland is by far the closest parallel.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's like eventually Homelander just like goes through that whole thing where he goes, I can do it. It's essentially he has reached the stage of I can do whatever the F I want.
Yep. But in that case, though, it's more ego. Here, it's more of a case of where Plutonian has basically decided, like, you're all just simple molecules. What are you to me?
Ants to me.
No, I say molecules because that's even more insignificant.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Molecules are more, because at least ants you can play with and poke and step on. Molecules, what can you do to molecules?
Yeah, you can't do anything, yeah.
But yeah, the twists and turns and everything on all of this. And what do you think about the other characters?
Oh, the other characters I love the Demon. The Demon's hilarious.
Well, he's gone now, of course. And
yeah,
so
but he
Volt.
was fun.
And we just lost Volt now, showing that no one is safe.
No one is safe, exactly. That's what I like.
And what do you think about Modius?
Yeah, the dude that turns people into robots.
Yeah. Oh, not only that, when he gets in you, you're dead. He overrides you.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
Just remember that going forward. If he ever jumps into you, that person is dead.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's important for later. But yeah, and what do you think about Betty and her secret? I'm sorry, bitch.
Yeah, I know. It shows that like everyone contributed to him turning evil beyond him being him.
Yep, and Cubit, again, this guy is a case of, he represents the pacifist or the person who's saying never kill, getting in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, of course, he does have his own plans to get things done on his term, But that's because he just feels like there has to be a way to redeem him. There has to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that if Superman were doing this, the Justice League would be like, there's no way that this is actually him. There's got to be something going on here.
But even here, even though they know it is him doing it, he's like, no, there has to be some way. He's basically refusing to admit that he was ever a lost cause.
Yeah, because it could be also, it's like if they admit that like he wasn't that like he was a lost cause, like what does that say about them that they didn't see this coming?
Exactly. But yeah, so and what do you do about the artwork throughout all of this?
The artwork is really good. The art is like really, particularly when he shows up and just bodies everyone.
Oh yeah, that right. This one. That Wrath of God.
Yeah, that is 100% Wrath of God. That's like Superman when he's pissed off in that cutscene from the DC Online game.
Yeah, I can tell you this. Plutonian could totally body Homelander, but how do you think he would fare against Omni-Man? That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, because I think Superman would body him. Like Clark,
obviously.
Sentry would body him.
Yep. Well, as he stands right now, there's more to his powers later, but as it stands right now, yes.
Omni-Man, I think that's going to be one where I could say it could go either way.
Because Omni-Man has his experience, but Plutonian has more range of his powers.
Now, the advantage that Omni-Man has...
Clear ahead.
On that, he knows how to take advantage of someone's emotional state. And I'm sorry, whenever Irredeemable fights, he's emotional.
Always. And the fact
that he loses his temper constantly, and Omni-Man can exploit that.
Exactly. Oh, he would just mock and be like, look at you. You think you're this big
hero.
Irredeemable.
Think, Tony.
Think, Tony, think. Yeah, but again, and this is about the halfway point.
Oh my God.
Yeah, actually, let me double check if that's where we're at. How many? Because I don't want to lose my place here. 37. So we're okay, not directly there, but we're close enough.
Yeah.
Of course, next time I have you on, Jared, we'll be going back to Incorruptible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, remember how that one was? That one's well, it's not going to reach the length of this. It's still going to be like, wow. So, yeah. Thank you. Any other last thought before we wrap up?
This is super intense.
Yes, it is. And again, we're not even done yet.
Oh, my gosh. The more you say it, I'm like, okay, what is he going to do? And then Robert's laughter is like, oh, you have no idea.
You have no idea. And
this
that's
is
why
like reading Bomb Queen, honestly.
To a different type
only significant vulgar.
Yep. But nowhere less horrific. Nowhere less horrific, right?
Oh yeah.
But one thing was Carrie, like I said, he was still gonna see more with Carrie, but trust me, like I said, he is a time bomb. He is even more of a time bomb than Plutonian. Let me put it that way. But yep, so thank you for joining me in this one, Jared. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you all on the next one. Take care.